I've spent most of my life traveling far distances. Seems that the faster I travel somewhere, the less I seem to remember. I struggle to stay up to pace with the developing technology, the same technology that I used to share the story here. Some would say that as a species, we have lost our way. Observing the world around us, I can see why people come to this conclusion. I am personally not convinced of this perspective, maybe out of stubbornness. What I think humans lack is the existence of stories that are meaningful in this current age. As we age as people, our memories fade, and those memories include the stories we have oftentimes based our meaning upon. We will work tirelessly to uphold old stories, maybe make up new stories, or take any story whatsoever to fill the gap in the fractures the modern world has split within us. Many of these stories, in retrospect, we discover do not bring us any closer to that elusive condition we call peace. The competing story that we have today is, do we use technology to dominate life, or do we use technology to liberate life? Some people even differ in agreeing to which is which. When we live a life of fear, we seek to dominate life. When we love life, we strive to liberate it. Life strives to be liberated, to pursue growth and ascend to higher heights. When below the canopy of nature, there is room for us to aspire and shade in which to contemplate one's existence. Contemplation is that ancient mental exercise of concentration on spiritual things as a form of private devotion. All spiritual and inventive speakers have received some of the greatest inspirations while contemplating in nature. Through experience, we gain the recognition that our understanding of self cannot be devoid from the reality that surrounds us. Everything we decide to do or not do leaves small ripples that influence infinity. We often seek peace by attempting to escape the very nature of who we are. That intrinsic interrelatedness, which makes us by default spiritual beings. Spiritual beings that, if we can recognize, are dependent upon the greater whole of life for our very own ability to spiritually thrive. It can be difficult to find commonplace amongst people. The nice thing about the environment is that it's non-discriminatory, non-judgmental, and is something that we all have in common. We are all seeking connection of some sort, looking for a belonging bigger than ourselves. Instead, today we seek it in our digital environment, quickly getting what we can between each shot of espresso. Where we used to find mutual appreciation through experiencing the natural world together, no matter where we come from or who we are, we can once again share a mutual appreciation for the diversity of nature that surrounds us, and use our time in nature to help heal our collective wounds. In the vast land that surrounds us are what were once sacred places, places where people of the past would gather to share common experiences. These once sacred places, though mostly forgotten due time, still exist, ready to be discovered. Sacred places still hold the power to inspire and encourage us in a world that has lost a sense of positive meaning. The challenges in the world that we face can be overwhelming. This can cause us to feel like victims to our environment. The best way to escape a sense of powerlessness is to find things that we can take control of ourselves that create positive long-term solutions. Even if that which we take control over is a place that we could consider a sacred place. Every square foot of land has the potential to be viewed as sacred. A more humble species cannot avoid seeing that which they live on as such. This ancient instinct is still alive in many of us. The ancient instinct to be a steward or a nurturer of the environment in which we live. The historical ecosystem has gone through many changes since modernization. Invasive species displace and at times outright outcompete native species. Land fragmentation and development makes not all land equal. Time in nature has been relegated to recreational activities. At Ancient Refuge, what we do is seek to help you discover a personal connection to the land within your reach. By cultivating and supporting you in your efforts to find meaning in nature, we want to help you connect more deeply with your own spiritual nature in whatever way that is meaningful to you. Additionally, to help you reorient your heart and your mind to find peace where it has always been found. That is close to that which gives us life. If you carefully look at nature that surrounds you and you are sensitive to the language that it speaks, you may find that this nature calls you personally, as if by name, to be a participant that is aware of its uniqueness season to season. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that my example will inspire you to reclaim the land that surrounds you as sacred